Hello my friend, it's Tony T here, author of the book 101 Journal Questions for Women, which is available from Amazon and linked below. I hope this video finds you well, especially with all the turbulence that's going on in the world at the moment, not all of which is about COVID-19. However, that is still a serious matter that is affecting all of us in one way or another. So I wanted to address that with a series of journal questions. When something like this happens, it can really affect your lives and your livelihood, and I pray that none of you have lost a family member to the pandemic. But one of the best ways to get through this situation is to write about it, to get your thoughts and feelings down onto the page so that they are not always swirling around in your head like a tornado. But by now, I think most of us have passed the 2-month stage for lockdown, and so the different way of living may have already started to feel like the new normal, at least on a practical day-to-day level. But that doesn't mean there isn't any anxiety about what is happening and what is going to happen. One way to look out for this change is to look for a difference in your attitude and your mood, your sleeping patterns, or if you're having disturbing dreams. And although journaling isn't therapy per se, it certainly has therapeutic qualities. So in order to address that, I have written a series of related journal questions. Some will be unpicking your thoughts and concerns, and some are more positive, so please let me know in the comments below which questions really speak to you. By no means do you need to answer all of them, but I have given you a range of questions so that you can write about what feels most appropriate to you at the moment. It's also a great way to document your feelings, and it may be that in a couple of weeks or months you revisit the same questions because your feelings have changed, and that will be interesting to note down too. So with that being said, here we go. Number 1. How has your day-to-day life changed during the pandemic? Number 2. What has been your biggest challenge during lockdown? Number 3. What do you think you have learnt about yourself during this time? Number 4. What has caused you the greatest anxiety? Number 5. What are you doing to manage your stress and anxiety? Number 6. After lockdown, in what ways do you think the world will be different? Number 7. When lockdown is over, what positive changes will you make in your life? Number 8. Have you connected to friends or family you haven't spoken to for a while, and how are you going to maintain those relationships? Number 9. What positive things have you been doing since the start of the lockdown? Number 10. Write down any weird dreams lately you have had and how did you feel when you wake up? Number 11. Who do you know who is in need of the most support right now, and how can you provide positivity and joy to them? Number 12. Have you been able to support your local community in some way? If not, how could you help? Number 13. If you are struggling with your current situation, what are you struggling with and what can you do to ease it? Number 14. What positive things are you doing with your time that you will be able to look back on when we come out of this situation? Number 15. In your journal, write down one line per day that depicts your overall and general feelings for that day. This is a great way to track your emotions. So I hope out of those 15 questions you find some inspiration, and I do recommend really digging deep and exploring how you feel. I also think it's really important to explore any anxiety and concerns that you may have, because writing about them will help to release some of that fear, and quite often when you read it back you can rationalize those feelings so they don't have such a control over you. So happy journaling my friend, and please feel free to let me know in the comments which ones you have written about, and remember, never give up, never give in, because you are amazing. Much love as always my friend, Tony T.